Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. You know as well as I do that the NFC South has been one of the most intriguing divisions in the NFL in recent years. It's a division that's seen its fair share of chaos, surprises, and shifts in power. And right now, there's a lot of buzz about what the Falcons are doing to position themselves for a potential resurgence. And trust me, what's happening behind the scenes could very well define the Falcons' trajectory for the next few seasons, especially with the offseason still unfolding. The NFL offseason is always a roller coaster. Free agency, trades, draft picks. And this year, it's no different. But what's catching everyone's attention now is the possibility of adding a veteran wide receiver who could bring a wealth of experience, reliability, and big playability to Atlanta's already promising offense. And that player, as a matter of fact, is none other than Keenan Allen. Yes, Keenan Allen, the six-time Pro Bowler, the guy who has been one of the most consistent and prolific receivers in the league over the past decade. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. He's been with the Los Angeles Chargers for years, and his name has been synonymous with elite route running and clutch catches. But here's the thing, Allen's recent career trajectory and his potential fit with the Falcons make this a story worth following closely. Recently, a lot of NFL insiders and analysts have been talking about the possibility of Allen finding a new home, and one of the most compelling suggestions comes from none other than Gilberto Manzano of Sports Illustrated. He's been analyzing the whole free agent market, the post-draft landscape, and he's even gone as far as to match some of the top unsigned players with teams that could really benefit from their talents. And guess what? Allen is right there at the top of the list for Atlanta. This isn't just speculation, it's rooted in real analysis. Allen, who made over $23 million last season with the Bears, is still a top-tier receiver even at 33 years old. He's a guy who's amassed over 11,000 career receiving yards, caught 7 touchdowns in each of the last 2 seasons, and demonstrated that he can still be a reliable target even in a less-than-ideal situation. If you look at his numbers from his final season with the Chargers, he had 108 catches for 243 yards, which is nothing short of spectacular. Even last year, in Chicago, he managed to record 70 catches for 744 yards and 7 touchdowns, despite dealing with injuries and a somewhat disjointed offense. So, it's clear that Allen's production remains at a high level, and he could be a real game-changer for a team like the Falcons, especially considering their current pass-catching group. Now, I want you to imagine this. Michael Penix Jr., the promising quarterback who's just getting his first full season as a starter, could really benefit from having a veteran like Allen on his side. Not only does Allen bring a proven track record of making tough catches and gaining yards after the catch, but his savvy and route-running ability could help unlock some of the potential in Atlanta's offense. And then there's Drake London, a talented young receiver who's shown flashes of brilliance, but still needs that consistent, reliable target to elevate his game. Allen could serve as that safety valve, offering a season option that can help Penix develop his rhythm and confidence. But let's talk a little about the wider picture. The Falcons, as we know, have been trying to rebuild and retool their roster to contend again. Their draft picks and free agent signings this year have been focused on bolstering their defense and adding young talent on offense. Still, one of their biggest question marks remains their pass-catching core. Kyle Pitts, the former first-round pick, has yet to truly live up to the hype, and lately, the trade rumors surrounding him have only added more uncertainty. Reports have indicated that multiple teams have reached out to the Falcons to inquire about Pitts' availability, and it's clear that Atlanta is keeping its options open. According to insiders like Jordan Schultz, Atlanta might prefer to keep Pitts, but if a compelling trade offer comes along, say, a day 2 pick in the NFL draft, it could trigger a significant change in their plans. This situation with Pitts underscores how important it might become for the Falcons to find reliable targets elsewhere. If Pitts is traded, the team will need to find at least one other dependable receiver or tight end to step up and fill that void. And that's where a veteran like Keenan Allen could become the perfect solution. His ability to create separation, make tough catches, and stay healthy could make him a perfect fit in Atlanta's system. Plus, having someone with Allen's experience and football IQ could accelerate the development of young players like London and Darnell Mooney, another former Bear who's been showing flashes of brilliance but needs more consistent targets. Now, I want to pause here for a second. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Think about this. The Falcons have been quietly building their roster, making smart draft choices, and now, with the possibility of adding a player like Allen, they could significantly boost their offensive firepower. It's not just about adding a name. It's about adding a player who can make an immediate impact, who can help elevate everyone around him, and who can help Atlanta finally take that next step toward competing at the highest level. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. Atlanta's division rivals are not standing still. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are retooling, and the New Orleans Saints are always lurking with a talented roster. The Carolina Panthers, with their young quarterback and new coaching staff, are looking to make a statement. The NFC South is shaping up to be more competitive than ever, and the Falcons know that they must be aggressive to stay ahead. Adding a veteran like Allen isn't just about improving the passing game, it's about sending a message to the entire division that Atlanta is serious about contending again. Looking at the broader context, the Falcons' offense last year showed flashes of promise, but also areas that need improvement. Desmond Ridder, the young quarterback, showed potential but needs more weapons around him to truly flourish. Kyle Pitts, despite his injury struggles, remains one of the most talented tight ends in the league, but his inconsistency and the trade rumors have left fans wondering about his future in Atlanta. Drake London, drafted as a future star, needs that veteran presence to help him develop into a true top receiver. Darnell Mooney, who came over from Chicago, has speed and agility, but he needs help to become a consistently dangerous target. That's where Keenan Allen could fit perfectly, an experienced clutch receiver who can line up outside or in the slot, create mismatches, and help the Falcons push to the next level. Now, I've got to touch on the potential impact of Allen's arrival beyond just the field. His leadership, professionalism, and work ethic are well known across the league. Young players like London and Mooney could learn a lot from him, not just about route running or catching, but about how to prepare, stay focused, and handle the pressures of NFL life. Having a guy who has played at an elite level for over a decade can be a huge boost for a team that's still trying to find its identity. Plus, his presence could help the Falcons attract more free agents in the future, showing that they're serious about competing and adding veteran talent to their roster. And let's not forget the financial side. While Allen is expected to command a significant salary, the Falcons have the cap space and flexibility to make this happen if they see it as a strategic move. They're in a position to make a splash, and bringing in a veteran of Allen's caliber could be just what they need to tip the scales in their favor. It's about making calculated moves, recognizing where the team needs help, and being willing to invest in proven talent to accelerate the rebuild. Now looking ahead, the Falcons' coaching staff and front office have a lot to consider. They're weighing the trade market, their draft options, and free agent signings. If Pitts is traded, they'll need to find another reliable target, and Allen's name keeps popping up as a prime candidate. Even if Pitts stays, adding Allen could still be a smart move, creating a more dynamic and versatile offense that can adapt to different game situations. With the NFC South expected to be fiercely competitive, Atlanta's ability to add veteran talent could be the difference between a playoff appearance and another rebuilding year. As we analyze the team's needs and the current NFL landscape, it's clear that the Falcons are making strategic moves behind the scenes. They're preparing for a push, and a veteran like Keenan Allen could serve as that pivotal piece that finally unlocks their offensive potential. His experience, route running, and clutch ability could make all the difference as Atlanta aims to dethrone division rivals and make a serious run toward the postseason. The NFL offseason is always about those little moves that can have a huge impact, and right now, the Falcons are positioning themselves to be among those teams that come out stronger and more prepared for the battles ahead. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Allen would be a perfect fit for Atlanta's offense? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in the black and red? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Falcons. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned for all the latest Atlanta Falcons news. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come for our team. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep the Falcons' pride alive.